Hi, I'm Kep Kepner, CPA here in Dallas. We're going to talk about some tax strategies that are relatively commonplace if you know what you're doing. One of those is towards the end of the year, slow down your billing process so that you collect your money a little slower and move that money into next year. That strategy works very well to postpone your taxes. Conversely, when it comes to your payables, get your vendors to bill you for everything. Pay those bills before the end of the year so you get all of that deducted in this year. I met with a client 2 days ago to talk about this very matter. And they had in their mind that they always wanted to keep $200,000 in their operating account and $200,000 in their savings account. That's wise business when you're running a business, to have some resources to fall back on. So they were really uncomfortable with the idea of slowing down their collections because they might need that money. They were also concerned about paying all their payables because that might leave them with not very much cash. But the reality is, all those collections that they don't get in December, they'll get in January. So the money will be there to replenish the bank account. All those checks that they wrote to pay their vendors in December, they don't have to write in January. So again, they will have more cash in January. So that's one of the strategies that somebody can do. Almost any small business can use that strategy to control when they accept their profit. If they're having a really bad year, they probably want to reverse that strategy. So they take in more profit this year, so they would pay at a lower tax rate than next year. So it takes some planning to do this. That's a common thing that we meet with our clients throughout the year. Then they also say, well, Kep, what can we really do? Well, most people don't want to really do what they could do to really save some taxes. If you move overseas, you and your wife can take work over there, be paid overseas, and not pay tax on the first $100,000 of income. Oh, well, but I don't want to move overseas. Okay, then you really can't use that tax strategy. Have you ever shopped at a duty-free shop at the airport or somewhere? Most of us have. Well, that's something you can do to avoid taxes. So there's nothing wrong with avoiding taxes. And in fact, duty shops are set up to encourage spending without paying tax. Well, why in the world would you have that? Well, you would have that because money keeps turning throughout the world, and money comes in and money goes, and you're buying those products, they go to the manufacturer employs people, so it's the old trickle-down theory. So it's proof also that taxation, government taxation, whether it's a duty or a sales tax or an income tax, inhibits growth and inhibits the flow of money. So, okay, well, I don't want to do that. Well, I have a company. Why don't I incorporate it in a state that doesn't have state tax? Oh, well, that might require that I move to Nevada or I move somewhere. Well, yeah, so you're making a business decision. Do I really want to move somewhere else just to save taxes? Or do I want to stay where I am, have to pay the taxes, reduce my taxes with really good tax strategies, and live with that? It's your choice. You own a business. You can make those choices. Most people don't want to move abroad. Most people don't want to move to another state. Regardless of whatever the tax structure is, the real key to your life, your financial life, is to own your business, run it really well, be astute with your money, make big profits, pay big taxes, whatever they are, and save the rest of the money. Build your business so that it can grow and operate without you. Why that? Well, that means that while you're growing your business, you can live your life and do other things. In the past several years, I've climbed Kilimanjaro. I've been to the North Pole. I've taken a horseback trek in outer Mongolia, all while running my CPA firm. I couldn't do that if I was so afraid of being taxed on my profits. What I do instead is I invest in my business. I make it grow. I want it to be profitable. I take advantage of every tax consequence that I can to keep my taxes low. I do all of those things, and I build my business so that in the future I could decide to sell it. And I can sell it to somebody else who can run it because I've built my business the right way. So that's what you want to do. That's the way that you build your personal financial power and have the ability to live the life you want. So if you have a business that's just making ends meet, if you have a business that you feel like you're working for it instead of it's working for you, if you have a business where you're just getting a paycheck, then it's not doing what it needs to do for you. So what you need to do is work on growing your business. And if you need help with that, we can help you. Thanks.